Morning chat, greetings everyone, Austerius back, and the Friday suddenly crept onto us, and that's mean we probably not gonna stream on the weekends again. So let's last day playing streaming for this week, potentially, maybe not. We actually didn't decide if we go into the village this week yet, so maybe not. There's a hope or not. Anyway, Diablo today level 75 for sure, and a lot of Baldur's Gate. Yesterday we talked extensively about a build change we done with this lightning mage build, and what kind of we planning to do. The changes brought more DPS. More DPS. We more or less min-maxed our or optimized, rather say, not min-maxed yet, our Paragon board. So we put a Kraken glyph, Kraken energy glyph over here, while putting the Destruction glyph, which is reach level 15 over here, and it's giving me like additional 66 critical strike damage, which is quite a lot. And we can potentially increase it even further if I grab that dexterity over there. Alright. If I grab that dexterity over there, that's 2 points, 2 Paragon points to spend. And that intelligence over here could be grabbed as well. That's 3 points to spend. And then also intelligence over here, 4 points to spend to increase the Kraken energy. Okay. That's like what we are trying to accomplish here. 3 and yes, 2 and 3 points and 4 points. And then we have a whole elementalist in order right here. Our intelligence almost 900, and we also increase our damage to elites. So hopefully with this additional damage to elites and additional critical strike damage, our overall damage to a single target enemy would be way better than we have right now. Or rather to say, we haven't checked it yet how better it became. Also, we replaced our ring. Finally, we put skills have deal up to 14x more increased damage based on my available primary resource. Could be even better. I need actually to check out if I can find a better imprint for this. We also replace the caged hearts here. So Raffle Heart became better, more modifier, longer duration until it explodes. And Vicious Heart also almost at 12% for 11 seconds buff here. And we actually get the Brutal Heart 20 suppressed damage instead of to have 17 and 18k explosion. Yeah, maximum. Now the only thing is left is replace my breastplate, and I think actually gonna roll with this damage reduction breastplate. So we do gonna lose some lighting. Okay, lighting damage also gonna be lost. Intelligence, 42 intelligence. That's kind of beat, but I think we just need to do it. So damage reduction with basic skills. Do we have any damage reduction with basic skills here. There is not really. I need to check my my chest here. All right. Damage reduction with that's not it. With basic skills, barrier. Do we even need this barrier? It's 900. Get out of here. 3% resetter. Okay, some barrier. I imagine it's a shield, right? Damage. Okay, basic skill have 4.5 damage reduction. So we want a little bit better than this. I want a tiny little better than this. 4.5. I guess I'm gonna grab this 4.5. It's 1 second less than this, but I have a little bit more damage reduction on here. Damage reduction, damage overall. Okay, yeah. Okay, 4.5 here too. 4.5. So basically, what I want, I want maybe better aspect over here with skill didn't increase damage, and maybe better damage reduction on the ring. On the glove. Can damage reduction go on the rings? Amulet, power increase, shields. Okay, it can go on amulet, so it can go on amulet. Amulet giving me unstable current, while not 18% chance to increase. Alternatively, okay, I can, okay. You know what? Let's go roll for amulet here. We have a bunch of obelisk points to spend, and let's try to roll for amulets and get some imprints out of it.
Very nice. Fair bit of magic in that. Oh, bad
No.
luck. It
Bad
seems
luck,
your
okay.
prayers have been answered. Oh, bad luck. It seems your prayers. Very nice. But it seems your prayers have been answered.
Yeah. Tell
Not
me about.
much, is it? Fair bit
Okay.
of magic in that one.
That's about all. So let's see what we can sell, what we can actually use.
I cannot do that here.
Give me a second here, please. 1 moment. Okay, I'm back. Thank you very much for waiting. Yes, so where I'm running, so that's the wrong place. The wrong place, and don't know about time to be.
Dark days upon us.
So let's see.
You need a proper weapon.
We definitely don't care about any of this yellow thing. Skill have 27 increased damage. Based on, okay, so this is better imprint that we currently have. Well, incinerate you burning damage you can increase. Curry master skill cast above 100 mana, increase critical strike. We don't care about this one. Basic skill gain attack speed. This is ancestral actually. Not good. Basic skill damage reduction of 5.3. Okay. It's up to now. Okay, so it's not increasing the damage reduction itself, but it's increasing the time. Which I don't really care. And 5.3, that's a lower one, right? We need the 9. So almost, but not really. Rank 12 master skills, chicken and pack passive.
Well,
Yeah, I don't care about this. So the only thing we care about this skills over here. That's kind of a little bit better imprint that we currently have. Everything else here is gonna be trashed. Well, I'm gonna go and upgrade this item here. Alright, so 809 power. Well, gonna do what we can do. Hopefully
Not bad.
that's gonna lower our DPS, yes, but that's gonna increase our survivability, and that's the hope here.
That there is worth the coin.
Yeah, also getting more health too, along other things, and there's some lightning damage in play.
Unexpected.
And the last one, 84 more kills, and 1.6 lightning damage, and damage reduction is actually going to be alright here. Right, so damage reduction, additional 3.3 damage reduction, and more lightning damage, more damage, and more health overall for 400. So we were like 3800 here. Our chain lightning damage 13k and almost 800. With this one, it's actually get like more damage overall, despite me losing. Guess this one 17k 557, and it was okay a 70k and 600. So we did lose some damage over here. But I don't, not a big one. Hopefully our survivability did increase indeed. So that's the only hope. Okay, we still have a cache. Let's get that imprint for damage reduction. Right. Imprint for damage reduction. And that like we are set build wise. Alright.
Alright, traveler.
That's mean like gear wise, rather say it, our build is set. So let's see. Well, can't reroll for this damage reduction, but I'll take a damage reduction. What we want aspect of the basic skills, damage reduction for almost 5 seconds. Alright, and then we actually want to remove this aspect over here for up to 18 increased damage, and we want to put it on this ring, because that's actually a little bit more damage overall. A little bit more damage when we casting over the maximum mana. Okay, that seems as much as we wanted. Then we wanted to get this expensive aspect out of here. Run out of cash. Sure, but we're not done yet. We want another slot on my... Can I get the slot here? Yeah, I can get a slot over here. Unfortunately, I can we can upgrade my jewels, can we? For Royal Ruby.
I cannot afford
I
that.
suppose we don't have a Floated Ruby. So that's like should be increasing
May the
my
light
health
keep
even
you.
faster when we insert the gem, and that's like just inserting a gem option. That's gonna make it the build even better. I mean, we can insert the gems right now because we have the basic gems here. The Floated Ruby, which is maximum lives 3.5. Right, instead of 4% with Pentagon Ruby, Royal Ruby, whatever it's called. So it's still some health here. We're starting at 4200, and 49 and 9493. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna give me some survivability. Could be even better survivability for Ace Mage, because all those barriers are proportional to your total health, right? Anyway, we have a lot of sigil, a lot of stuff to work here on. Let's see, anything that can increase my, finally getting me this 4 Paragon points over here, so there's like a boost to my build right away. There's 3 regions, right, that's can technically work over getting this 4 Paragon points with. There is a 4 region like that. Rampants. I think we've been there. Immortal Immolation and Rampants again. Another one. Immolation, Rampants. So I think it's Rampants over here, right? Yeah. And Immolation. We want any like one of Zeus. Alright, any one of Zeus to increase my reputation. But instead we're getting some shit here. Okay, we need an interactive map. We need an interactive map for doing this. Yeah. So immolation. Let's see. This is double M, is it? Okay, Immortal Immolation. It's in the middle over here. There it is. We've been to all of this. So you know the procedure here. Trash everything that is. They're like, it's taking so much time, you know. It's taking so much time. I even like I need to use a third party program or site in order to like figure this out. Instead of just showing it, I'm been to that shit and I can disenchant it safely. Such a bullshit. Halls of the Damned, Cave, Halls of the Damned, and Tomb of the Saints. Let's see, halls of the Damned, where they are. Down like over here. I think I've been just okay. Betrayal, halls of the Damned, right, Bill? Been there. Uldur's Cave, which is someone in this area. We've been there.
No
So let's
witchcraft
rush
here.
it.
Only honest magics.
Halls of the Damned. Uldur's Cave. Halls of the Damned. Get out of here. Tomb of the Saints. Okay, maybe we haven't been to the Saints, please. Tomb of the Saints is in upper part of this. Okay, up here even. So I don't have the visuals on it, I think. Right? Oh, so I'm checking up around right. Okay, I don't understand where it is. Okay, it's down here, To most sense, no, of course we've been there. Of course we've been there. Of course we've been there. Bloody hell. So Tomb of Ascents, get out of here. Pass of the Blind Nightmare. Commodore Temple. Commodore Temple and the Nightmare. Commodore Temple is up over here. Up over here, yeah, been over there. And something about nightmares. Or was it nightmares? Like, I can't even remember this shit. That's one probably. Helltide City. Okay, Commodore Temple we've been, and Pass of the Blind, Nightmare. Pass of the Blind. It's just Pass of the Blind. I think we've been there too, because like remember I asking about it yesterday in chat. Do we want to go to the Pass of the Blind? Pass of the Blind, been there. Good job. What else? What else we have? Bastion of Faith. Bastion of Faith. It's down here, near the city. Ironhold. This city, Bastion of Hate. Obviously, I fucking been there. Dude, like, I so fucking hate this game. Like, can you give me, like, the bloody dungeons I haven't actually been to? Sarah Slayer, I've been there. I've seen Twisted Hollow. Twisted Hollow. Up there in this upper. I've fucking been there too. Sarah Slayer, I guess. This one. Clown fucking Fiesta. I'm sorry about my language, but it's getting ridiculous. So many sigils, and we've been to every single one of them. Like, really, does this make any sense to you guys? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. Not at all. Okay, I guess we grabbed in this like level 36 one. Shadow damage every time unstoppable monsters. Become unstoppable when the drop life to 30. And power elites have poison enchanted. So I guess we can Current Temple here. And I guess we just trash on everything else. 32, 31, 33. Maybe I just skip the Pass of the Blind here. Just to have, you know, something, but this would definitely be net. Because of our power damage, we're gonna drink that potion. And I jump into this dungeon that I already been to. This is so ridiculous, but I don't want to go not to Nightmare Dungeon to get that reputation, because I want the experience for my shit, for my glyphs. All right. Absolute bullshit system. I absolutely also sure it's not only me who complaining about this, but it's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, let's see how my new DPS works in these parts. All right. Stay High Priest, yeah.
I need time to prepare that.
They're level 19. This actually level 19. Okay. 16 levels above me.
I need time to prepare that. I'm low on precious mana.
I did go back to my flame shield here as measures of survivability. But yeah, I don't feel like my survivability
I'm not ready yet.
doing that great against those guys here. Despite me increasing my health and shit.
I need more time.
Despite I think I have like
I
better
need
health
time
here.
to do that.
Still feel like we're dying super fast. Elites did die it also faster too. Good morning and good afternoon, this Flux. Welcome, welcome, mate. Welcome to this Pure Clown Fiesta show. I almost like just rage quit this stupid game. It's like insufferable. I had tons of like we're watching yet. We're watching here for a while, mate.
I'm not ready yet.
And I think developers are doing a good imitation of Roach here. It's like imagine there's 140 dungeons.
I'm not ready yet.
To which I haven't been. I maybe visit 20 of them, and every time I'm trying to get in like this. I got like what 10 sigils, just 10 sigils for those dungeons.
I'm not ready yet.
And those like are
I'm
the
low
same
on
dungeon
precious
and been
mana.
over and over again. I've been like maybe 30 times to this particular dungeon over here, with this Hall of Damned.
I'm
This is
not
so
ready
ridiculous. And I want to go to new dungeons because every time you actually clear a new dungeon, you get
I
in
need
reputation.
time to prepare that.
And I need reputation to get more like skill points, basically, paragon points, to get the build
I'm not ready yet.
up to date. But no, they're not giving me a new dungeon. And going them without like
Out of
nightmare
mana,
sigil
once
in
again.
that
I
dungeon.
need time to prepare that.
Yeah, going there without Nightmare Vigil is counterproductive because you're not getting XP from. First of all, you're getting less XP because monster level is lower. Alright. Here we're fighting level 90 enemies. There we're gonna fight like level 75 enemies or something. Second of all, you're not getting XP to your actual sigils, which is increasing your build power. This is so insane. I'm honestly on the verge of just quitting it. Nah. Getting this like level
I need time to prepare that.
level 75 as I get in the previous season and just quitting. I'm gonna wait for my Pass of Exile. At least in Pass of Exile I have a control over what kind of dungeon I want to go. Extensive control. Excessive. What the right words there.
I'm not ready yet.
Here is just a clown fiesta over and over.
I'm low on precious mana.
I know it's probably not interesting to you, but I just
I
did
need more
complain,
time.
mate. So thank you for listening. Honestly, like,
Agony is the divine catalyst.
agony.
Thy
Where's
bones
this
shall
guy?
crack as they lengthen and twist. Thy flesh rent asunder to be molded anew. Fur, fang, hoof, and horn. Drink thee now of the blood and blood.
El Diablo
As
or El
humanity
Goto.
bleeds away, let hell take its place. Al Diabolos, Tul Mephistos, Turbeos!
Yeah. So like I'm playing a lot of this of the Diablo. Like I really trying to like it. I do like some, you know, some part of it. partially, not partially, like, I like the character building. I really like the character building. But that's so...
I need time to prepare that.
They, you know, the developers just holding me by the hand and trying... No, you just... You can't go and play other builds. Let's you finish this build, right? Let's spend another 200 hours to get to this level 100. And we're not gonna give you enough, like, a reputation point to at least get
time to prepare that.
all this Paragon points. Because we're gonna roll you the same dungeons over and over.
I lack the needed mana.
Absolute tutor and utter trash.
I'm not ready yet.
I need time to prepare that. I lack the
Yeah,
needed mana.
I think I just gonna record the Sots video on Diablo for now, and we might be like gonna move to something else. We have Fallout to play, Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, it's very repetitive. It's very and this season 6 didn't brought like anything major, you know, to like in terms of content. The same monsters, no interest in boss fights, like nothing. They just copy paste the boss fight in the same dungeon, and there's 140 dungeons, but they just bringing me to same dungeons. Admittedly, if I go to another dungeon that I haven't been there, it's gonna be look exactly the same as the dungeon I've been to, only with a different like pattern to it. But it's the same copy-pasted boss too.
I need time to prepare that.
And the same copy-pasted boss too.
I need time to do that.
Honestly, I don't think the game will gonna become any better, like in any like any close future. So like imagine seeing there's they launched this season 3 weeks ago, or even a little bit more than 3 weeks ago, and there's first day people notice a major bug. Like, the season giving you this seasonal blessing shit, right? And the seasonal blessing that giving you more gold from selling loot, it actually was broken, and it was increasing the price of everything, you know? You're getting a little bit more gold, but the prices for crafting shit, changing your gear, stats on the gear, skyrocketed because of this major flaw. And you can like undo the blessing, right? Okay, you can undo the with the gold, never mind. But you can undo with the gold. It was major bug, and it take them only now, day before yesterday to fix it. Is it normal? It is not.
I need time to prepare that.
What to say about like what to say about improving a game, like, you know, overall game impression? How long that's gonna take them? I don't know.
I need time to prepare that.
Okay, yeah, sorry for me like raging here. It's just like before.
I need time to prepare that.
Yeah, they shouldn't give up the game so far, so fast. Like, it's got them a lot of money. It's got them a lot of money, so I don't think they trying to give up. It's just like, you know, they very slow in doing the thing, and they not listen to community, which they are really well known about.
I need time to prepare that.
About that fact. It's the same story was with the World of Warcraft, if I understand correctly. Until there was a major backslash in
I need time to prepare that.
amount of players playing the game. They were doing like literally nothing to improve it. Following the players' suggestions. So yeah, it's a bad policy. It's a bad policy. But they got like so much money out of this.
That.
It was the game was like really hyped.
I'm not ready yet.
The game, like they done a lot of like promotion, you know, and that brought a lot of plebs, the casual players who never like, you know, never even like heard about action RPG genre.
Prepare that.
They wanted to feel yourself like a part of a big global, you know, part of the trend. It's the same like people buying, in my opinion, same as people buying the Apple.
I need time to do that.
Right. At least like back when I was younger, it was more of the status than conventional tool.
I'm not ready yet.
Because some people like just wanted to feel different, the premium, you know. How good promotion was for Apple.
I'm not ready yet.
Back in the days.
I need time to prepare.
Okay, so our meanwhile, speaking about build, our DPS speed, considering a solo targets, definitely need increase here. So there's one thing that is good. Yeah, sorry about my rant, mate. Like it's a little bit on the age here. There was right before we started the stream, there was attack on my region. There was explosions here too. You know, it's like always.
I need time to prepare that.
Always make me a little bit like, yeah, grumpy on age. This kind of shit. Apparently they use the hypersonic missiles here. That was a quite powerful explosion, like everything shook. The car alarms like went off.
I need time to prepare that. I'm low on precious mana.
Apparently they did intercept the missile, but like
I'm not ready yet.
there's not much info currently.
I need time to prepare that.
Okay, so it took some time killing this guy. But I can compare it if it's like was because we have a low damage, or because they actually buff this monster health. Like this is level 90 guys, so they buff it at least 100% of his health compared to how it was pre-patch. So I guess the cover's cleaning speed was okay against him. I guess it's sync. Okay, destruction we're down to level 15. As much as I want to go higher, radius size is maximum. We still can buff it higher, I believe. You know what the best, what the highest level here. But maybe I just want to get my non-physical damage here with enchanter one. So we are a certain K 882 and updated glyph 864. So not much of the upgrade, but still. Let's move. Sell the loot. Now I'm technically getting like 5% more gold from a loot, I think. All right, there was no confirmation. Okay, so yeah, I did confirm it's actually more gold. And I was just thinking about all of those like bugs, right? You're absolutely not sure what kind of there's so many of like damage mechanics in the game here, like different kind of like master skill damage, basic skill damage, damage to burning enemies, or critical hit chance, like the rank. What do we have here? This is strength. For example, just damage, lightning damage, lightning core skill damage. So many like damage mechanics here in the game. But community overall, and I'm in particular, we don't know like if those mechanics actually working as they intended to work. You know, we're stuck in something. There is like there's this bucket theory about the damage working, that like there's 3 buckets of a different type of damage combined with each other, and generally speaking you don't want to stack too much in one bucket, because it's giving you diminishing returns, right? The more you stack in one thing, the less you gain in from a build. So you need to care about that, and there are so many things to care about it. It's really messed it up in my opinion. It's really messed it up all over the place.
For the light.
And bites me if it's even
struck.
half of it's actually working as it intended. Okay, 50% chance to additional enemy, shock skill damage, damage reduction, run twice, torch passive. Don't care about this.
Fair trade.
Have additional Hydra, Hail Hydra. $700 power.
Anything else?
Additional Hydra. Rare chest armor, not good enough. Distant enemies have chance to be stunned. You didn't the most damage to stun it. Unstoppable. Okay. Don't care about this one, do we? Dodge chance. We don't. We don't.
Fair
So
trade.
we're just getting all materials out of it.
Came apart nicely.
We also have a seasonal journey reward here. So this is giving me some cash here. Claim it. There's another one. Almost there. The champion reward. Defeat the Nightmare Echo Warshaf after completing this season. That's not gonna happen. Improve Paragon Glyph to rank 20 after finishing Nightmare Dungeons. Okay, 20 Paragon. That's gonna take me a while to do it. Reach level 75. Okay, that's we can do today potentially. Hopefully this will be enough to get it. And what do we have here? Kill the world bosses in Torment. Kill the Echo of Lilies. Okay, reach level 100. Completed tier 43 Nightmare Dungeon. Yeah, this one we are gonna take a long time to complete. For sure. Okay, what this? Nightmare sigils. Alright.
Dark days upon us. Anything else? Be wary
Nightmare
on the road.
sigils, which we go in next. So let's see. We have stockades. We have ancient reservoir, Ulder's cave, and Mercy Reach. Mercy Reach. Let me Google it. Mercy Reach is like a middle over here. Just tell me please that I haven't been to it yet. Nope. 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 Denied. Denied. So, Elder's Case we've been to. And Mercy Reach we've been to. There's stockades and ancient reservoir. Let's see about stockades. I think we've been there. Sure. Non-boss monster regen maximum lives. Monster burning damage increase. Storm of Wrath chases player around. Okay, Storm of Wrath is like kind of bad shit. And there is what we have here: reservoir, drifting shades. Oh, drifting shades also bad. Less damage from critical strikes. Let's see about this reservoir, where it is. Ancient reservoir. It's like down over here. Okay, good thing we've been there. Good thing we've been to everything. So yeah, good thing we've been to everything. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. Let's like trash it at least.
Father bless.
Trash it. So where is this one? Oh, that thing. That thing they're gonna chase me. Yeah, it's kind of bad, but like our attack speed are decent enough to not care.
I need time to prepare
So we
that.
just can kill the stuff faster than they do something. Level 80 enemies, not a problem, not a problem.
I'm not ready yet.
I think the other guy we need to kill over here, is that?
I need time to prepare that.
Okay, there's a Paragon point, I'm almost dead. Jump, 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 jump. Shield, shield, shield. We're gonna grab all of this, please. Jump. It's actually almost killed me. That didn't kill me, basically, because it's activated my flame shield. Alright.
I'm not ready yet.
Not
Low
really
on
alright.
precious mana.
But that's how it is.
I'm not ready yet.
It's preventing me from looting shit too.
I'm not
Let's
ready
kill those
yet.
first swords here. Ancestral, I'll take it. Jump away. What do we get here? The corpse catapults, I'm hating those things so much. Okay, collect anime. Yeah.
I'm not ready
It's
yet.
always about anime. I activated my ultimate for no reason.
I need time to prepare that.
That was like a solo target, but took me a solo elite target. Took me quite a bit to kill it. Quite
I'm
a
not
bit
ready yet.
of time to kill it.
I need time to prepare that.
There's another elite. Go ultimate. So we did an additional damage to
I need
this now,
time to prepare that.
but that's still not enough to kill them efficiently and kill them fast. I wouldn't call this like top tier build. I saw like people
I'm not
just
ready yet.
erasing everything
Out of mana.
on
once
level
again.
100 150 monsters. We're only erasing the masses. We're not good still against
I'm not ready yet.
solo targets. Which like potentially can be good like when I reach level 100. Potentially I can do the shit too. It's just the sad truth of it. We're never gonna reach level
I
100,
need
are we?
time to prepare that.
Guys, gonna take unsummarable. I can't even pronounce the word.
I need time to
That's
prepare
gonna take a lot of time, basically. Do we help them get out of here? That's never gonna happen. Can get them out, because that crystal gonna just kill them anyway.
I need time to prepare that. I need time to do that. I need time to prepare
There
that.
goes my ultimate. We got him. We got him. Do we have any potion? Any anime?
I
Okay,
need
there's
time
another
to
one.
prepare that.
This guy is leashing my health. How dare you?
I'm not ready yet.
Anime. We halfway through the anime.
I need more time.
Oh my god, wrong button, dude.
I'm
What are
not
you
ready
doing?
yet.
Let's just went there. Okay, we need the ruby thing, by the way. Just went and pressed like a bunch of wrong buttons. I honestly don't like how my health look like
I need
here.
time to prepare that.
I think I'm using too much of health potions here.
I'm not ready yet.
There was a health potion right over there. I should have used it. Got killed by the stupid crystal thing, yeah. Well, at least we got all the health potion back. That was suboptimal, to say at least.
I'm not ready yet.
So what is my damage for a real 17k and 500? Real damage of chain lightning. Alright, so it's like
I need time to prepare that.
additional 4k basically.
I
Every
lack
time
the
like
needed mana.
we spinning our shit here.
I
Getting
need
that additional
time to
putting
prepare that.
this requires some
I need
ultimate.
time to prepare that.
We got him, but it's not all
I'm
of
not
them
ready
yet.
yet.
I need time to prepare that.
The one cool thing about the teleport, you can actually teleport on another side of the grates. Alright. Just does make sense.
I need time to prepare that.
The ruby, I want that one. There is another one.
I'm not ready yet.
There's anime carrier.
I need time to prepare that.
Didn't do much of a damage to him. Okay, it's dead. It's gonna explode. We got everything. Oh, there's okay, not everything. There's one more. One more.
I'm not ready yet.
There goes the ultimate.
I'm not ready yet.
That's
I'm low
almost
on
killed me.
precious mana.
Let's activate my emergency not dying protocol. Okay, that's all of them.
I need more time.
That's all of it. It's like so hating this dungeon. So hating this dungeon. Okay, so plan for today, I think we just gonna get level 75. Gonna do as much as possible for this build, and I'm gonna talk about the build in general and talk about Diablo experience so far. Good part, bad part, worst parts.
I need time to prepare that.
We need to say everything.
I need time to prepare that.
Okay, yeah, half the way here, so maybe 3 more of this kind of dungeons.
I need time to prepare that.
Wait, look at this. That stupid scene is actually going to pursue me here, inside the chamber of a boss. Really? Really,
I need
dude?
time to prepare that.
Well, he's dead. And we're gonna work with my enchanter. Okay, yeah. 13k 900, and we can go even higher. 947. Let's get out of here. Another game I was like looking for it was released just, well, yesterday, day before yesterday. It's called Atlas Fallen. It looked like promising, like co-op RPG and stuff. Except you can't play in there is no matchmaking. There is no matchmaking, so you need some friend to play it. And it's like very, people saying it's still on 53% right now. People saying it's very boring, very empty, and it's like Forspoken. Remember that game Forspoken, I believe, that was released by Square Enix. Let's see. It's basically, yeah, Forspoken, but it's even worse. Okay, sitting on 52% Atlas Fallen. The Forspoken. At least they say in the pronunciation here is okay. Yeah, Forspoken. That's the game. That's a game, and surprisingly, okay, it's sitting on 61% right now, but a recent review, 80%, 114 people rated it as 18 recently, which is very surprising, because the game generally have a mechanic gameplay flow, and overall boring from a normal, okay. Yeah, the game itself offers an easy nostalgia scope, innovative mechanics in order to justify that $70 price. People saying there's already have DLC that was disappointing. Yeah. Well, that's like Square Enix shit. The only good Square Enix game was Deus Ex, right? Well, okay, so people playing Final Fantasy 15 or 14 or whatever, the MMO one. That's actually where's all the
Anything
cash
else?
flowing from. But yeah, like unfortunately, this the Atlas Fallen, which is people saying even worse copy than copy of Forspoken, or even but even worse. Another disappointment. Another disappointment. Okay, this always selling. It's all like ancestral,
Well
so like
struck.
I should evaluate them. Maybe like some of them, some of the strings could be better than mine, but like I have no mental strength to, no mental strength to replace my gear anymore. Honestly, you heal.
Fair trade.
You don't want to heal.
That's good salvage.
So yeah, we just selling everything and getting that level 75.
Come back if you need work.
Consider my points over here. So the critical strike damage we wanted to improve, and for that we want to grab this dexterity here. One dexterity gonna give 7.5 critical strike damage to me, which is considerable amount. So we grabbing an intelligence first. 857 intelligence all of a sudden. Sure. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take it. And let's see what we have here. So we're gonna get my power damage. Oh, we have the Raffle Invoker finally. Sure. So Twisted Hollow. I think I've been there. Forgotten Ruins. Forgotten Ruins. Let's see about what these Forgotten Ruins are. Lightning Storm. Lightning gathers above the players. Get into the protective dome. That's annoying. Attack a monster attacking from a distance. Reduce your armor. That's also annoying. Okay. What about else? Twisted Hollow here. Well, imagine this. We've been here too. Well, it's level 38 too. So it's like level 91 monsters here. We jump inside. Why even I would need like any new dungeon like from the sigils? Just like make no sense, absolutely. It's, you know, I do feel like they've done it on purpose. So player just would rage like me and go like inside
I'm not ready yet.
those dungeons they haven't visited yet, in order to just to get that reputation. They did it for a final set of that. Oh, that's level 92 even monsters. A final set of.
I need more time.
Paragon points. Seasonal reputational reward. Call it whatever. Okay, there's a shrine.
I need more time.
Shrine of protection, that's a good one. So you're gonna walk around and kill kill this stuff. And don't care about any other stuff.
I need time to prepare that.
I'm not ready yet.
Dude, like, that's so much potion. I'm dead. Fuck, really? Yeah, those guys are no joke here. A little bit lucky in that survivability. I didn't notice that we have my
I'm not ready yet.
emergency not dying protocol activated there. So I didn't notice that. That was the main reason.
I'm not ready yet.
I need time to prepare that.
That's like quite a bit of potion out me. But we got almost all of them back. That's
I
fine.
need time to do that.
Another nerd.
I need time to prepare that. I need time to prepare that.
I'm not ready yet.
Ultimate, come on.
I need time to do that. I need time to prepare that.
I'm not ready yet.
Let's perk the ultimate here.
I need time to prepare
So
that.
that was the last nerd we need to slaughter. Okay. Okay, almost half the way through the level.
I need time to prepare that.
You would think fighting level 92 enemies, 18 levels above me, it's gonna give you more XP. I feeling like it's not really the case. I feel like they have like set amount of levels maybe. Like if you fighting enemies more than basically returns is like very small if you go into to fight high levels, but you just need to spend more time like fighting them. So this could be like even detrimental.
I'm not ready
Go into
yet.
higher level dungeons. And it's not like it's getting you better loot, right? So there's nothing at all
not
about
ready
going to
yet.
high level dungeon that should be enticing. Except you're getting some challenge, I guess. Yeah, some challenge. I guess a little bit stronger
I'm not ready yet.
monsters. There goes the Paragon point.
I need time to prepare that.
And there was actually the heart.
I need time to prepare that.
Don't really care about this heart. Yeah, fire damage to surrounded enemies whenever crowd control affix is removed from you. Why I would even want to get crowd control to begin with? Anyway, we can grab this last dexterity piece here. Alright, it's 44. So it's from 66.2 critical damage. Go to 73.7. That's gonna increase my DPS a little bit. I wonder if just like instead of grabbing this 5% to a non-physical damage, every intelligence giving me 3% here. And I want to move towards that end. Okay, there is some elite non-physical damage over here. We want. And we want that one over there. Well, there's some other guy here doing his dungeon run. Let's not stay in his way, right? Can
I need
enjoy
time
himself.
to prepare that.
But I will be the one who grab all the loot. Meanwhile,
I need more time.
that's cost me a lot of potion there.
I need time to prepare that.
Where are those Alices even coming from? Get back, you scum. Seem to bring this stone carbine somewhere. Those guys almost like correct me.
I'm not ready yet.
I need time to prepare that.
Die, die, die. There we can.
I need
Potion.
time to prepare that.
There's a bunch of elites. Activate ultimate. Nice. All of them perished. Okay,
I'm not ready
don't
yet.
need the potion, but it'll take it anyway.
I'm not ready yet.
Level 92 boss, bring it on. I probably shouldn't stay right in front of that attacker. That makes some sense, I'd say.
I need more time.
Yeah, dodged. Is dead. It is dead. And we get in my enchanter, right? It's not enough to level up higher, but I'll take all the XP we can. It would make sense to bring more intelligence for this enchanter, because every time we level up the sigil, we actually getting up more damage for all the intelligence we spend our points onto.
Can I help you?
Okay.
Fair trade.
Taking out. Don't need any of those. 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 $808 power for a rare wound. Yeah. Almost good, like. We were very lucky with 813 power from my two-handed staff.
Well
So far I
struck.
haven't like saw anything better. And we also very good stats on it. Whatever. You gain armor of 24%, aspect of disobedience. I didn't so much with the aspects of the disobedience like drop in.
Raise the
Honestly.
father.
Feels like there were like way
can take what's
more
left.
of those. Back in the days. Okay, I'm not gonna put any hearts back into the storage yet. What I want to go and do, maybe get a little bit more health for this build. Another 1% to total health. So we want the Royal Ruby here. And I want another Royal Ruby here. And then we getting this out.
Another time, then.
And then we put in this this in. So it's got to 4,529. Not that big of a deal, but still. Maybe that's like 10% of 10 points of health, rather say, gonna save me at some point. Highly doubt it, but we'll see. What do we have? Pallid Delve, level 40. Lost Keep. Okay, I don't think I've been ever like Pallid Delve, please. Most attack from distance have chance to disable healing potions, so that's pretty bad. Additional physical damage, extra life, also pretty bad. It's level 42. Okay, we haven't been there. Praise be the light, finally. Some dungeon I haven't been to. But can we manage? It's level 40. It's not a joking matter. I'm like, think we are right on my damage for level 40. but our survivability already struggle, especially if they're gonna ban me from using from spamming the potions. Oh, and there's this shit over here. This is gonna one-shot me if I ever gonna stay in this. So yeah, they're level 94, boys.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Okay, so 5 is showing them who's the real boss.
I'm not
Can
ready
we
yet.
show them who's the real boss over here? Fuck, they stunned me.
I need time to do that.
Yeah, my emergency dying protocol did activate it. Challenge complete. Ravenous Glutton. I'll probably kill 10k of those bad boys, are we?
I need time to do that.
I think that's the case.
I need more time.
Okay, it's Conduit. That's a good shrine to pick. That's a true form of a lightning goddess. Kill, slaughter, and escape.
I'm not
We
ready
have
yet.
2 more monsters remaining. Or not. Thank you for the key. Open up.
I need time to prepare that.
Take this lever. And another one. And get out of here. Spiders of all the kind of
I
forms.
need time to do that.
All kind and forms. This squirrel destroys skeletal constructs. So they have cannibals, and then suddenly they became them some
I need time to do that.
kind of skeletons.
I need more time.
Well, this guy is gonna take a lot of health out of me.
I'm
Not
not
killing
ready
him
yet.
now. Okay, it's dead. It's gonna explode. 6 potions. We good?
I need time to prepare that.
My damage from chain lightning 18k, almost 19k. Is to get an additional element from a poison. Okay, I need a potion, please.
I'm not ready yet.
Poison, poison everywhere.
I'm not ready yet.
And why I'm not ready? It's not good.
I'm not
This is
ready
not
yet.
good. Teleport. Where's my teleport? The corpse catapult. Teleport. Okay, okay, we good here. Teleport.
I need time to prepare that.
Well, we got almost all the potions back at least.
I'm not ready yet.
There's a skeleton shit that we need to banish.
I need time to do that.
I think
I'm not
moving
ready
in the wrong
yet.
direction here. Potion, there is another one. Yeah, we better to deal with this one first.
I need time to prepare that.
Perhaps catapult. Get out.
I need time to prepare that.
Take his dead. We approaching that 75% mark
I'm not ready yet.
of experience towards level 75. But look at how long it's taking. It's already we are already hour and a half, and we haven't even get that one level.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, ultimate. We just slaughter one group of enemies. Well, that's fine.
I need time to prepare that.
That was a bad group of enemies, bad skeletons. Okay, that's where we need to go. So do you think
I need
another
time to
catapult
prepare that.
of the bone shit is somewhere here?
I need time to prepare that.
This could be the end then. Oh my god, like I just noticed I don't have my emergency survival protocol. It's activated somewhere.
I need time to do that.
At some point. Yeah, it's like half the way so the cooldown. Maybe I just died to the poison. Okay, it's just gonna brought me back to main chamber. There it is, there it is, the thing we were looking for.
I'm not ready yet.
Get it back.
I need time to prepare
Get
that.
it back a fuck, really. Okay, I just survive that thing. He's dead. So we're getting that Paragon point out of this dungeon. That's the good news. Now look at this guy. Has too much health to fight. And obviously take the most inefficient route back to to base. Come on. This could be way shorter. Huh? Okay, give me all the potions. We good. Tomb Lord, level 94. Bring it on.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, we're not doing much of a damage against this guy. Problem
I
they
need
just
time
can't like
to do
stay
that.
there and do damage. So the other scene.
I need time to prepare that.
Get back.
I need time to do that.
Okay, here goes the ultimate. Standard DPS.
I need time to prepare that.
Is that level up? The thing still trying to do a damage. Okay, it's out. Here we go, enchanter, more damage here. That's gonna bring me to 14k, I believe, please. Okay, 14k 28. Yes, not bad at all. We're out of the dungeon. So, I think I'm just gonna go and grab the plus 5% to my non-physical damage. That's what we're gonna do. That should improve it a little bit too. So, 5% to non-physical damage. Over here, and then like the last points we're gonna spend on 5% or 8% damage to elites. Alternatively, I can just grab I just can grab this intelligence and this intelligence to increase this one here. And maybe it's better, like every intelligence giving me 3.5 non-physical damage. Alright. 3.5, but for 2 points we get in more non-physical damage overall, so we don't really care about this one right now. Yeah, it's probably will be better. So we're grabbing this one, and we're grabbing this one after. So it's got to it's got me like 200 damage here. Okay. It's also intelligence giving you the damage overall, alright? And it's also further multiplying by the necklace, 6.8 intelligence here. So 862 intelligence. Yeah, that was a better move to spend my point. That's item power better. Life, dexterity. Probably not. This one we don't
Anything
need.
else?
Impair regeneration heals life when you do have a barrier. I don't care about that one for sure. At least 5 enemies are stunned for 3 seconds. I thought I would use it in my build,
Fair
but
trade.
I decided against it. I mean, we don't have like any. Can benefit a little bit more. A little bit from stunning, right? Ground control an enemy. We do have some crowd control damage, partially on the stuff here. Damage to crowd control enemies 52%. But overall, I would say we not really do much damage to stun enemies with this build anyway. So don't really care. Doesn't really matter. Bastion of Face. Lost Keep. Lost Keep. Haven't been there. Let's see, Lost Keep, where it is. Lost Keep, I think I've been there, but let's double check here. Slight Refugee. Bastion of Fate and Lost Keep, I've been to all of them. I've been to all of them, unfortunately. And Betrayer's Roar, definitely been there. So that's Tiers 41, Bastion of Fate. Monster attacks from distance reduce by 10% resistances. Take less cold damage. Deal additional physical damage as cold. At least always suppress their affix. I don't care. I don't. Yeah. Poison. Monster attack from distance. Chance to disable healing potions. So I don't know. Monsters take less damage from overpower attacks, less fire damage, deal additional physical damage as shadow, at least have electrical lens. Okay. I think I just go here. I think I just go here. Have boss event in 35 minutes, if I ever care about that. There is the amount of like they want to kill us 15 bosses, world bosses, for some seasonal achievement, right? And that's like every world boss spawned every like 6 hours or something. So we at least need 16 times or 15 times 15 days if you play in once per day. But what about people who not playing at the correct time, right? Yeah, so I guess it's just the bullshit.
I'm not ready yet.
Dude, those beasts actually almost killed me. Not almost, because my emergency shield activated, so they did kill me. What's the level of those? Well, level 94.
I'm not ready yet.
Absolutely need to care about that house of mine.
I need more
Try to
time.
stun as less as possible. Oh, where is it? Where are the potions? Dude, where are the potions? Grab the potions as up.
I need more
That's
time.
not gonna end well. Turn to stone the pedestals. There's no stones here so far.
I need more time.
The potion. Halves the kingdom for a potion, as they say in fairy tales. I was gonna
I need
explode.
time to do that.
There's a potion. Get my shield. They're dead. Wait, that guy did. That poisonous guy didn't explode. There's something wrong with that woman. Just stay back. Stay back and pretend we didn't saw.
I'm not
Oh
ready
my god.
yet.
Oh my god, they actually killed me again. Activated my emergency protocol. Really? Maybe
I
that
need
was a
more
mistake going here. Give a potion. Give that potion to Papa. Like one skeleton doing
ready
so
yet.
much damage. They just killed me. I pressed the flame shield, but it didn't actually activate it because they already was dead.
I need time to do that.
This was just really 3 milliseconds reaction delay.
I need
Yes, so
more time.
survivability is the thing this build are kind of struggled with.
I need time to prepare that.
And it's not like oh my god. Okay, okay, come on, wake up, samurai. What are you doing? Stop dying. Dying twice. We have only 2 resets. It's not like I'm fighting like level 100 monsters yet. It's only 94. Like, yeah, they 20 levels above my hero. Yeah, they're that
I
shit.
need more time.
20 levels could be significant.
I need more time.
We kill all of them, we kill all of them. But honestly, too much dying. Some of that
I
death
need
could
more
be
time.
prevented if my reaction speed was a tiny bit better, you know.
I need time to prepare that.
Yes, found more of those boys. As didn't help them. But looking at this experience gain, I feel like we would need another dungeon to go through in order to get to level 75.
I need time to do that.
Interacted, what are you doing? Grab it, girl. I remember like the grave dust we just took. I remember how much problem I had with my first build, right? Precision, when I was playing through the campaign, I couldn't get it because I was doing side quests, and it's like, yeah, you need to go to a higher ward
I
tier
need
and
time
shit.
to prepare that.
That was so bad design as well.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, let's kill this one.
Should your neighbor raise their hand against you, strike it from their wrist. For as the strong shall endure the chaos to come, the weak shall be devoured.
Yeah. Show them those weeks.
I'm not ready yet.
What do they have here? Oh, like we collect an anime. Maybe we would have enough XP here.
I'm not ready yet.
As long as, okay, let's activate my emergency dying protocol again. Bloody explosion. Yeah, as long as we don't have a butcher here, probably we'll be able to finish
I'm
it,
not
okay.
ready yet. You're there! Please, help us get out of here!
Oh, fuck them. Me helping? Nope.
I need
Do I look like a
time to
folk
prepare.
hero from Baldur's Gate? I'm not.
I need more time.
Oh, that's Ghost almost wrecked
I'm
me.
not ready yet.
What do you think you are? Get stunned. Get dead. And I'm gonna collect your anime. Not even half the way there. Okay, at least we do have the...
I'm not ready yet.
At least we do have all the potions. That's a welcome insight.
I'm not ready yet.
I did spotted a shrine here. It's a little shrine. Guarantee crit. Just doesn't matter because my I almost crit in every time.
I need time to prepare that.
Well, this I guess is still good. Yeah, I think it was a guarantee crit if you just kill them like super fast.
I need time to prepare that.
Just notice we're not getting that 5% increase in XP from killing those guys, no potions.
I need time to prepare that.
It's fine, it's fine. We're gonna allow it without it. Because I want to record the video about the build itself. And using potions could be like a cheating.
I need time to prepare that.
There is some potion arrows there to take.
I need time to prepare that.
Okay, we kill
I need more time.
we kill that guy. I got back to my potions. Do we still have any more over here to kill?
I need time to prepare that.
One unfortunate demon. No challenge.
I need time to do that.
This feels like a game of lagging a little bit. We're running here.
I need time to prepare that.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay. That's almost took me all the potions here. That was the last guy. And we have potion refill right over here. Right around the corner. The boss fight. Scourge of the Land is just a normal demon dude. It's literally normal demon but slightly enlarged. That's all about like the boss fight.
I'm not ready yet.
That's all about this boss fight. Okay, and more damage from Glyph here. 14k and 200 to 14k and 256. Okay, not actually that much of the gain.
I need time to prepare that.
And the last dungeon for today, and probably for a while, Alright, level 75, we're gonna talk about build, we're gonna talk about the game, and I'm gonna put that on YouTube for select few people to actually find it and watch it. If any, that is.
Arms for the light.
Yeah. Jokes aside.
Fair trade.
Actually, so like there's some people watching the Diablo streams on
Anything
the YouTube,
else?
which is I do appreciate.
Can I
it.
help you?
Okay, we're selling everything here.
Well struck.
Don't need this. Mobilize very off enemies. Yeah, doing something. I don't care about it.
Fair trade.
784 critical strikes with score skills, increase your attack speed. Sounds good, but not really. Eh?
Came
Look
apart
at this,
nicely.
almost like 4k millions. 4 millions. 4k it will be like too much. Is it? So Lost Keep, right? We've been to, and Bastion of Faith. We definitely been to that one. Dead Man Dredge. I think we've been to that as well. So how about this level 24? Easy one. Still be enough like XP.
I need time to prepare that.
Come on, girl. You're almost there. You're suffering almost over. I really wish the game would be better at this point already. But there is no indication they're trying to do anything in that regard.
I need time to prepare that.
Level 78. So the monster's still like
I'm not ready yet.
the monster's still like 4 levels above me. Still we're killing them just fine.
I need time to prepare that.
I'm not ready yet.
Let's elite.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Don't tell me to hurry! Something is rusted shut!
Are they trying to loot my
I need
chest?
time
How
to prepare
despicable. How despicable. Collapsed vault. I wonder if I've been there. Yeah, I did loot the chest. I'm the victorious. Okay, it's almost level up here.
I need time to prepare that.
There's a barricade this way. Here's this way.
I'm not ready yet.
There's a bandit's head out.
I'm not ready yet.
I guess that's the shrine we carrying on my myself. It's not even close. Okay, tempered by hellfire. Champion objective completed, and we just got the reward champion. Yeah. So we got whenever there's these 5 close enemies, stun them. Sure. Claim the reward. So last objective, only 3 out of 8 here. I'll go way tougher. Kill the world bosses and shit. There's next world bosses in 16 minutes, but not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Complete tier 43 Nightmare Dungeon. I probably can do that, so tier 43 is like no problem for me.
I need time to prepare that.
That should be no problem.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Looks like a lot of elites. They look like still no match for me.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, kill all enemies, my favorite one. I guess I'm gonna indulge myself. Especially when that's not gonna be that hard to do. Just teleported all of them dead. Sarret Lair. I've been to that one. I'm gonna pick up the low level dungeon there.
I need time to prepare that.
Yeah, I think I've been to that Sarret Lair. Divus Maligant.
I'm not ready yet.
More elites. Some of them just exploding. There's a lot of kamikazes today. The terrorists.
I need time to prepare that. I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, those were elites.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Actually, all can really take every loot, but whatever. Not enough to level up to next level. I can throw this away for a couple of ancestrals here. And we're done. That was very fast, you know, like, and we got as much as experience as fighting on level 20 higher than me monsters, alright? As much as experience from this one. So it's so unfair. There's a 3 reward if we kill this guy, but there's a 3 reward. Do we want it? We don't. We don't. Just don't. Okay, Lord George, Ancestral Helmet, yeah,
Fair
whatever,
trade.
like, they, fancy names for this. Does anyone even, like, care about those fancy names? they generated. I felt like they spend a lot of resources to think how do they generate these names for those as cringy as possible for those things. Soul's Visage, Spellcaster Revenge. Yeah, but does they have like some meaningful, like, you know, showing you some affixes, meaningful names in that way? I don't know. Nobody cares, is it?
Anything else?
Attack an enemy's basic skills. I give you curse skills 7%. That could be okay, I guess.
Well
Could be okay.
Be wary on the road.
We have seasonal reward over here. Just a bunch of more sigils for me.
Anything else?
This we're selling. So this with Russian, this with Russian.
Came apart nicely.
I'm probably gonna grab that aspect out of the ring just in case. So next we just put in this 5 intelligence over here from 14k to 164. We went to 14k 451. So yeah, another 200 damage to my chain lightning. Okay.
All right, traveler.
Level 32, level 33, 39, 31, 26, 26. Clubs it to awards. I wonder about that. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Let's record the video for my thoughts on the lightning mage, right, and my thoughts on the games as well. My thoughts on the game just lagging right now. God in Overlord. All right, here we go. So, hello guys, Austerius here. We're gonna talk about being a lightning sorcerer in a new season, season 1, season of Malignant. And first of all, a little bit of demonstration. We reached level 75 just now. A little bit of demonstration about the damage, the good points, the bad points of the build. And let's get to the dungeons, for example. The lowest level 26 I have over here. So how we fare against the monsters of my level, of level 75 and above, and how do we fare against monsters of in higher tier dungeons, level 40 and above, 20 basically levels above me. The build is about a lot of critical hits, and it have a very good cleaning speed, first and foremost. So let's see the dungeon here. What kind of level monsters we have? Yeah, the build all about critical hits, critical damage, which is demonstrated, and we're gonna talk about it in a moment. So here we go, level 80 monsters. There's 5 levels above me. There's 5 levels above me. That's not a problem at all. Not a problem. Build also quite mobile. We can jump twice with my dodge evade skill, and we can utilize my chain lightning basically every very often. Like look at this, there's elites here. They got to erase it right away. So that's a damage against the monsters that are that's just like 5 levels above me. Basically, you may say like my own level. Alright, what about the guys are 20 levels above? This is, while we have a good damage against especially group of enemies for this build, the shortcoming of this build is relative low survivability compared to the build you have for Frozen Mage, when we have generated constant barriers, alright. I did try to improve my survivability here, we're gonna talk about that in a bit. So let's see, level 38, 41, 41. So there's 41. Boss lifesteal. Okay, that's 41. So I mean in level 90 something enemies. You're gonna see the difference right here against those enemies and enemies we just fought, which were like only 80. Also, look at my chain lightning here. I mean, Kraken energy. I just didn't done nothing, and Kraken energy kill this small group of enemies just on its own. That's another positive build, positive point of the build. All right, you just walk in past the enemies. The only problem is killing enemies passively without doing anything. You're not generating Kraken energy by killing enemy with Kraken energy, right? So we need to do some other mechanic. So level 95 enemies.
I need time.
20 levels above me. Normal groups of enemies are dying, no problem here. Alright, they're just normal ghouls. Just normal ghouls. But elites here, especially with the suppressor affixes here, they gonna be a trouble. You see already the damage they applying to you.
I need time to prepare that.
Yeah, you see already the damage they doing to you. So if you're not fast enough, like proccing,
I'm not ready yet.
proccing your survival skills, you're gonna get wrecked. So there's another guy with
I need time to prepare
suppressive
that.
affix. And we're taking our sweet time killing it. But normal groups of enemies are dying quite fast to this build, like I was demonstrated, even them being 20 levels above me.
I'm not ready yet.
So this build absolutely exceed against fighting opponents. Well, it would be also powerful if there was a couple of elites staying really close to each other. This is a feature of the build when it explode the enemy and making that way. In that case, in that way, making tremendous enemy damage to enemies that stay in the groups. So let's talk about all of this. Let's talk about good points, bad points, and all the build planning, all the build damage overall. I played the game for about 3.5 hours per day on this build. Took me 16 days to reach a level 75. Obviously I wasn't like leveling up in a group. The solo level up using a potion, 5% to experience, and using a little bit of a bonus from seasonal blessing, 7% to experience. Still took me 16 days to reach a level 75, and I think it's kind of slow. But then again, I spent some time to just like thinking about build and managing the build. Here we go. The build is centered around using the chain lightning. It has 14 maximum damage, 14k and almost 500. But when we get all the buffs to apply to this, it's reaching like around 19k or 18.5k. Even more depending on situation. So there's a lot of like damage multipliers coming from Maligan Hearts and other like glyphs and different kind of shenanigans. But yeah, main damage here, main attack and skill that are used in your resource, which is mana for sorcerer, is Chain Lightning. It's very good. The only problem with Chain Lightning, you need to actually aim sometimes, like you need to hit a first monster. The moment you hit the first monster, you just chain to another automatically. Right? But you can miss if you like shoot it like somewhere, and it costs 35 mana, so early on you can have a mana problem with. This build doesn't have any problem with mana generation. We get in replenishing my mana, we are collecting Kraken energy. So it's very mobile build, I could say. We just not staying in one place. We move in, we jump in from point to point with my teleport. It's 7.3 cooldown, but our skill set giving us ability to reset those cooldown or shorten them very fast, so I can jump every 4 seconds, even faster, depending on how many enemies I'm facing currently. Right, so third skill is a Lightning Spear, which is not significant damage, but every time I proc a Lightning Spear, it's boosting my other skills damage. We're gonna see the skills. We're also using unstable currents here, basically for fighting elites and bosses. So it's tremendous boost to your generation if you're a Kraken energy, infinite mana for you, and way more like this proc random shock skills, which is doing also damage. There's also Arc Lash I'm using sometimes on that build when I'm want to stun an enemy. It's doing a decent damage. It's have some short area range, but it's not really a skill I'm using that often late in a game. So it was like basically a starter skill, which is still keeping because you're still dealing damage sometimes. But main skill, like I say, is a Chain Lightning, and it's like the main damage coming from. Obviously, any self-respecting sorcerer build gonna use a Flame Shield here for that survivability boost, invulnerability. When you get crowd control, you can just press Flame Shield, and in a moment you're out of crowd control and you are immune to everything for 2.5 seconds basically. So that's the skill rotation we have here. Every shock skills have cooldown reduction every time I make Kraken energy zap something, and sometimes if I can use my ultimate twice in a minute, or even thrice if it's very dense battlefield with a lot of like enemies there. Jesus Christ, the game is just lagging so much here, just staying in a place. But yeah. So, the skills itself. The skill tree. Let's take a look at here. Like I say, we're still using Arc Lash for the damage. It's swipe critical strikes additional time if a critical strike, and stunned enemies just reduce it cooldown in general by 0.15, so that's helping with my reduction cooldown when I stun the enemy. This build is also another thing to mention, is also centered about doing a critical damage and improving my critical strike damage overall, and every basically second attack we deal in, most of the cases a critical strike, right? So that's a feature of the build, critical strikes and critical damage. We're gonna delve in that a little bit more later. So yeah, here's my Chain Lightning distribution, 8 points here, 3 points from items. We get in, so it could be like 4 points from items, just didn't got good gloves for getting that even more damage from. So every time chain lightning critical strike per bones, right? There is a critical here, so that's why I say in every second strike is critical. And when critical strikes, we get in forming this Kraken energy, which has happened quite often. So that's my main generation of my Kraken energy. Kraken energy in that regard, we're just gonna jump a little bit here. So we have this passive here of static discharge. Critical strikes with shock skill have a chance to form Kraken energy, and upon Kraken energy you gain, upon absorbing it, you gain 12 mana. So every time you saw how many Kraken energy there was lying all around the battlefield when we fought the enemies previously. That's just keeping my mana very high always. I have still a shocking impact here whenever I stun an enemy. It's a very questionable decision. We can make some use of those points. So I did use stuns more in basically when I was using Arc Lash and in early stages of the build. But this is could go to some different points all over altogether, so it's very questionable. You definitely can replace this for something better. I have points in ball lightning here to generation additional damage and a Kraken energy, because we use an aspect that randomly generates this bolt of lightning, and it happens quite often, I would say, and we just get in this riding the tide to get in the bonus damage from it. But defensive skills, teleport, main defensive skill, and flame shield. As on my previous builds, I using a flame shield restoring 50% of my missing life. It's helping tremendously, And teleport, we are teleporting dealing damage. We are unstoppable, so if you get crowd control, short teleport, you get back, deal the damage, you good. Teleport cooldown decreased by a second per enemy hit, and teleport again in damage reduction for 30 seconds after you teleport. So this is one another point that giving a survivability to this build. You teleporting often, you get in this damage reduction for 30 seconds. We have a glass cannon here for more damage, 18x multiplier damage. We have 1 point in elemental attunement. Sometimes it's resetting my defensive skills. It's partially helping me my flame shield to regain its charges, because 18 seconds cooldown is very long, and I'm using aspect to shorten it a little bit, reset rather to say cooldown, which just happened. So in general, I can press my flame shield every 5 seconds, I would say, in general, depending on how many enemies we're fighting. So that's also helping a lot of survivability, but I'm still dying quite a bit here or there, fighting level enemies that use 95 enemies. Happens if my reactions sleep for just half a second, right? Half a second shorter on pressing my flame shield, half a second shorter pressing my potion, I'm gonna be dead despite all this damage reduction we have from multiple sources, right? We have that mana shield, damage reduction for 5 seconds after using the mana. I'm making sure I'm regularly using a mana. A line of elements for damage reduction from elites. There's my lightning spear. Have critical striking with lightning spear, again increased critical strike chance for its duration, right? And collecting Kraken energy increases damage for lightning spear. The reason I'm using lightning spear here is for getting this conjuration mastery, so I can, with my build, I have multiple lightning spear flying around, and they also increasing my damage overall by 4% for each spear. The problem is those lightning spear are lasting very short, right? And cooldown is 18 seconds, which has been reduced by my Kraken energy, but it's still a significant amount to just... Sometimes just not even pressing the lightning spear because they generate it automatically here and there, and it's way faster for me to just go in and zap in everything with lightning, chain lightning. Next, ultimate skills. I do use an ultimate. This is one of the mage builds that actually ultimate is preferable to, for example, something like Frost Nova. A lot of mage builds are just gonna roll Frost Nova later in a game because it's more convenient. You're given that crowd control. You're given like frost element, freeze element damage, whatever, for your seasonal stuff, for seasonal hearts, Malignant Hearts, and you make enemies vulnerable. But since I'm not stuck in vulnerable on this build, the vulnerable also was debuffed in this season, so we don't really care. We care about critical strikes more, and this is giving me a lot more damage, a lot of more generation of my Kraken energy, which is gonna litter the ground with in Kraken energy, and all this random generation of the random skills helping a lot, right? What else we have here? Okay, so concurrent currents, hit an enemy with shock skill, increase the critical strike chance for reset upon critical strike. So it's a little bit more to critical strike. That's why I'm saying every second hit is critical, maybe even more than every second. Enemy deal less damage after being critically struck by your shock skills. Another damage reduction to me, alright. And Convulsion, lucky hits have a chance to stun enemies, so this one is not actually needed. It's additional stun mechanic, but it's not happening that often, and we're not like utilizing stun mechanic to the best of it anyway in this build. Early in this build I was using Weird Mastery, which is increasing damage to close enemies by 15x, right? But the moment I get constant generation of Kraken energy and constant like Kraken energy charge zapping enemies, I switch to Overflowing Energy, which is, in my opinion, way superior to Weird Mastery. Weird Mastery can like reduce enemy damage even with using some aspects, right? But I think it's still I prefer the Overflowing Energy and my utilizing my teleport often to proc this 3 seconds damage reduction. So the more often I'm utilizing it, I actually can teleport every like 3 seconds, even less than 3 seconds. So this is almost like every time in play the Shimmer and teleport, unless I'm staying in one place, which is happening in the boss fights or elite fights. Not very often so, but it's sometimes happening. So Overflowing Energy, Kraken energy hits additional enemy, and every time every enemy hits, right, shock skill get cooldown reduction by 0.1 seconds and 0.2 for elites and bosses, 0.25. Mentioned before, when I'm fighting a lot of enemies, I can use my ultimate even at thrice per minute because of this Overflowing energy just reducing the cooldown of my skills so super often. So that's about my skills, right? That's about my skills. What they're doing. This is gonna get you up until level 50, and after level 50 we start on the Paragon boards. You see, like, we only like have 3 Paragon board here, which is like due to a lack of good glyphs to use for those Paragon boards. but which just proc me to maximize gain from from those particular paragon boards instead of like just rushing for another glyph, another good glyph, right? It would definitely be different from another mages you play, and I have my Blizzard mage, which had utilized a different mechanic and different glyphs, and there was like so many more good glyphs I wanted to use, so it's a different from Lightning Mage. But we'll get to this a little bit later, because now I want to talk about my gear and my aspects on the gear and overall what stats on the gear I want to use here. So start with weapon, ancestral stuff. I was very lucky to roll for 800 certain item power, which is almost maximum damage I can get from it. We slotted basic skill damage here. That's why we haven't 18k here with Arcane Lash. Sometimes is doing good damage. So what do we have? We have intelligence, all stats, basic skill damage. So instead of basic skill damage, I would like to see here something like is a core skill damage, so it improve my damage for a critical for lightning strikes, right? Or and instead of damage to close enemies here, I want to see my damage to critical strike damage, improving critical strike damage. So it's not optimal gear. It's not optimal gear. Could be way better, but I more or less is doing the job. But here we want to talk about actually the aspects we're using on this gear. Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning has almost 80% a chance to chain 4 additional times, so basically make it instead of 5, 9 times. It's activated very often, and it's my chain lightning main source of damage. So it's I put it on my two-handed staff to improve the chance of this chain lightning activating additional times. Yes. Boots, we have crowd control here. Every time I'm proccing a flame shield, I'm moving through enemy, immobilizing them. I'm moving very often, immobilizing enemy, helping to utilize that crowd control damage, additional damage from my spear, from my staff, and basically another crowd control damage mechanic if you ever have any of them randomly, you know. Sometimes you just don't have like a choice but to roll with whatever. So I think it's a good modifier. Another good one, it could be like every time you reach in the point of became injured, you became immune right away, or rather not immune, you can shred your crowd control thing. But with this build you're not gonna get like crowd control very often, if ever. So I went with the flame shield immobilization. Obviously, aspect of disobedience, it was very good before pre-season. They nerf it. It's still doing its job. I have 49% of physical damage resistance here due to my armor. On level 75, it's gonna drop obviously lower when we level up, but it's doing its job. It must be survivability aspect maybe for any build. We have Bolt of Lightning orbiting around you and dealing additional damage. So instead of a Bolt of Lightning just flying on the straight trajectory and sometimes missing a bunch of enemies. Now I have more control over it. It's orbiting around me, I'm moving, hitting enemies with that orbit. It's not big of a deal, it's not that big of a deal. You can add maybe like some survivability skill to it. There's another bolt of lightning aspect I was trying with this build, that ball of lightning stuck into enemies and lasting longer, but I decided against it. Yeah, I decided against it. Decided this one is more or less, it's not optimal, but it's performing good for me. Basic skills grant damage reduction. That's why I'm using the basic skills from here and there. With my arc lash, it's 4.5 seconds. It could be better. 20% additional damage reduction. I'll take it. So we have another thing I want to talk about the gloves previously. Critical strike chance. That's basically you want on the gloves. And Rancor Chain Lightning. We only rolled 3 Rancor Chain Lightning, could be 4, which is gonna improve their overall damage over here. And you see I have all stats and intelligence almost on all of my gear here, which is like intelligence is a direct improvement to your damage for a sorcerer build. Another aspect is taking direct damage. You have 6% chance to reduce your cooldown for your reset, rather say, cooldown for defensive skills, and that's how you can use this flame shield twice in every like 15 seconds, depending on the circumstances, maybe even more. So it's helping me tremendously. Especially late in a game when my survivability suffer and I need this immunity and health restoration. So if you have lightning spear around here and intelligence like you see here. Moving on, 18% chance for my trigger free cast of shock skill when I'm not using unstable currents. Unstable currents is my ult. So this is where we came in from. This random lightning spear, random ball of lightning circle around me, and additional chain lightning here and there. This is coming from this, and this is very good. We have like a see for stats on my amulet here, increasing my intelligence. The more intelligence you had with leveling up this paragon board, the more intelligence you get in from this percentage, right? So it's like a decent, when you reach the 1k intelligence, it's another like 68 intelligence increase. You can roll even higher. You see, this is only like sacred item because I never like roll better item for here. But yeah, this must be all defensive skills must be for teleport and flame shield, and that's like whatever you roll with. After rings, critical strike chance, critical strike damage. We have instead critical strike damage, lightning critical strike damage, but it's also adding to critical overall critical damage. And like mentioned before, my build is all about critical striking. We have 18% X damage when you use skills, my chain lightning when we have 100 mana, and it's broken decently often. And we have another one here, skill using basic skill improve my core skill damage. So that's like another reason to using my arc lash key in there. Reset my basics, giving me the damage reduction, giving me damage to core skills. So 1-2 strikes here and there happening every like 5 seconds, 6 seconds, depending on what you have here, and it's helping. Now the Malignant Heart. Malignant Hearts, it's a feature of this season 1, and we are gonna talk about best one for this build. Literally the best one for the lightning build. Here we go. First one, Vicious Heart. For each unique element you deal damage with, you deal additional up to 12 increased damage for 11 seconds. This is tremendous boost to your damage. So first of all, the lightning. You deal damage with the lightning to your enemy that's 12x additional damage to your skill, since lasting you just need during this like 11 seconds you just need to use deal damage with any source of your skills, right? And you're gonna keep this buff indefinitely. Then we have a flame shield, which is doing burning damage to my to enemies. Every time activating flame shield, it's proccing another 12%, up to 12% bonus to my skill damage. And I activated once, burn my enemy, and I just need to break my chain lightning or every like 11 seconds to keep this 2 buffs active all over the place. Alright, so this is already to 24x damage for 11 seconds. Basically indefinitely, as long as you can hit enemy with anything. And there's another one, fire damage over here, brutal heart. I think I'm using it for basically for this increase additional 12 proccing this vicious heart, additional proc. So it does have suppressing some enemy damage 20%, and every time you're using a defensive skill, which is my teleport, and we already talked, we're using them quite often. So every time you're using a teleport, it's just dealing any damage, fire damage in a huge area, and proccing me this additional 12% to my overall damage. And finally, the Wrathful Heart. This is a cornerstone of this critical damage build. So critical strikes against subsequent enemy, all critical strikes and all subsequent damage against particular enemy for 0.27 seconds up to 4 seconds get absorbed into enemy, and for every second it's absorbed, it's stored into enemy, it's dealing additional 14x more damage, and then it's after 2.7 seconds it's explode, right? And with this additional damage, dealing explosion damage to enemy and everyone around them. This is such a crucial part of the build, because chain lightning every time chain lightning crit one enemy, it crit all subsequent enemies. They start storing those energy, the damage inside them, and the moment it's unleashed, it's massive explosion. Every single enemy exploded, dealing damage to himself and to enemies surrounding them. That's why, like, we're cleaning all these hordes of like level 20 bomb enemies in an instant here with this build. You don't need to wait 2.7 seconds for damage to explode. You just need the moment the damage exceeds the maximum amount of health for in enemy health, it explodes. It can be happening in half a second. It can be happen instantly. It can happen in 2 seconds or whatever. Don't need to wait this like 4 seconds, for example, maximum duration. But it's also given a good bonus damage to that elites when you're playing fighting a solo target. Is still basically dealing additional damage, especially if you're fighting with teammates, right? Every time I go in, like storing that energy inside the bosses, world bosses, it's massive damage of millions of it's exploding for millions of damage, right? So it's helping in those like world bosses events, which I know is like not like very important, but it's gonna help you in the group plays. Give me a second. Too much talking, we talk, but there's still much to say about this build. So I'm gonna look at our stats really fast, right? You see intelligence, obviously the best stats here, and we are gonna improve it, working towards level 100. And dexterity giving me some critical chance here, 8 point. So critical strike chance 37%, but it's actually in reality is more, and almost not almost, like every second attack is critical, even more than that. Critical strike damage 123, and there's lightning skill damage additional 48 here. So we summon up that up here. And there's all damage, damage to elites, damage to crowd controls, damage to close enemies, damage with fire, and damage with lightning. We have some bonuses here. Could be better distribution. Could be less distribution. Damage with Kraken energy, which is you saw how we just walking by normal group of enemies, we just erasing them, doing nothing, just doing them damage with Kraken energy, because Kraken energy can also crit. Kraken energy can also crit. Dude, the game is so laggy right now. We just stay in here doing absolutely nothing. Let's just maybe move away from a portal, I don't know. Okay, so we saw the stats here, and now jump into Paragon points. Paragon points is the last aspect of the build, and a huge and crucial aspect of the build as well. The Paragon board, the glyphs, the overall distribution of the points. Alright, like you see, you would say my Paragon points all over the place. I already mentioned there is no good, very good glyphs for this build to utilize. The best glyph for this build is critical strike damage one, the destruction glyph. Critical strike includes all damage against enemy taken from you by up at 12%, so it's additional multiplier to your damage to enemies. That's why they exploding for a lot. I put it this one on. Do we have this boar? This one with a celestial conduit board have given you the most dexterity bonus after you level up the glyph to level 15. I haven't only have it only on level 15, so I don't haven't leveled up all my glyphs yet. That's like one problem. So that's the best glyph, utilizing all the dexterity here. Utilizing Kraken energy damage here, because it's alright to have it. And we do have a Sizzler's Conduit here, so more damage. They buff the Sizzler's Conduit with the current patch. More intelligence you have, more multiplicative damage to your Kraken energy. That's why it's so much more power. And basically when you fighting elites and boss, you have when you proc an ultimate, you have unlimited Kraken energy. So yeah, source of energy is source of damage, passive damage, more Kraken energy here, like you see. So we did buff it quite a bit. More lightning damage here as well. So I did took almost all of those blue notes and yellow notes that giving me like non-physical damage to increase every 5% to my non-physical damage, currently giving me around 200 to 150 damage to my chain lightning. Obviously, the more you have this, it's additive damage, the less benefits you will get. But with 3 boards, I think you get like more or less a decent amount of this bonus. It's questionable if you want maybe instead of blue notes 5%. You actually 5 points to intelligence, especially moving to level 100. Maybe you would like to have 5 intelligence, way more than this 5% not here. So that's a thing to contemplate about, to think for you about. But you need to move on level 75. This combination of board it's looking the best you can get. We more or less like optimize it too. Obviously, I would like to hear your thoughts, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube to this part, on this point. Just, you know, like you need to bring a good argument to your point in order for me to actually examine it closely. So another glyph we have here, Kraken Energy glyph. We get in this picking energy, increasing my damage by 15x% for 5 seconds. All right, I move it to the first board. I was using it over here, but we decided to move it to the first board. It's only 38 increased damage, but it's also level 5 only. I believe it's level 5. Yeah, it's level 5 charged. And yeah, we like to see we're taking this non-physical damage here as well. So we move into a next board here, which we have the non-physical damage again. Non-physical damage. It's don't have this maximum additional bonus, but additional bonus is just resistances, doesn't really matter. We move to this board, I believe it's enchanted board or whatever it's called. That's increase your enchantment. Yeah, we're gonna talk about enchantment. Yeah, I almost forgot about this. Jesus Christ, almost forgot this crucial part of the build too, enchantments. But yeah, here we go. We have non-physical damage, non-physical damage from here, and more non-physical damage. I was planning to move over here to grab another non-physical damage, and subsequently get more intelligence to myself. I only have 3 board, I explained before, because I don't see any other good glyph to slot here. Maybe I'm like missing something. There's another glyph I probably interested a little bit in. It's, well, quite a bit in. It's a tactician glyph over here. Bonus to all rare newts, we don't care, but deal increased damage for 4 seconds. A Rocket Warchief here, welcome, mate, and greetings. We're summarizing the build here, and the game itself. So I'm gonna talk a lot, mate, I'm gonna talk a lot. So yeah, the tactician glyph here, I miss it. There it is. 10% X to your damage after casting defensive skills, and I cast in defensive skills every 4 seconds or even every 3 seconds. So that's gonna work. That's gonna give you more damage for sure, and it's probably give you more damage than this 22 non-physical damage, because it's multiplicative, this additive damage, and it's diminutive returns every time like you're leveling up. It's higher and higher. But yeah, need to experiment with that. So that's another fourth glyph. Apart from tactician, I don't want any other glyphs here, like to proc me to move to another paragon board. So that's why I'll try to get maximum of this elemental damage. So every 5%, giving me around 250 damage to my chain lightning. Like, I mean, we can see it. So we can remove this one, 5%, right? I can't remove it. What can we remove? 5% over here. All right. So we have 14k 254 and 14k 451. So 200 damage. 200 damage with 1 point. It's not bad. It's not really that bad. How much intelligence giving me like damage in that regard? So let's see if we have like some 5.2 intelligence. Let's remove this one. So 5% intelligence here removed, and 410. All right. And 400. Okay, so it's giving me a decent amount. So You would think you would need to consider, right? At this point, instead of getting this 5% over here, all right, a 5% over here, and maybe it's better to increase your overall intelligence, especially when we multiply this intelligence by well, 7% almost with this. All right, and final part of the build, enchantments. How without enchantments? So the first enchantments, we have chain lightning enchantment, right? Chain lightning forms automatically after spending 100 mana. Sure, additional chain lightning. Yeah, bring it on, more damage, more critical hits, and more explosions overall. I'll take it. I was experimented a lot with second enchantment here. We had not a teleport. We had lightning spears, so for that additional 4% every time I begin a Kraken energy from lightning spear, getting 4% for a short duration to my damage. We had ball of lightning, picking critical strikes. We should have a lot forming ball, static ball of lightning. It's okay. But because of this build is so fragile, despite all of this, having all of these damage reductions, I roll in with Flame Shield enchantment. Every 2 minutes, you prevent the Flame Shield can prevent you from taking lethal damage, and it's happened quite often. Believe me or not, it's happened quite often for me because this build requires a lot of concentration. Half a second. Miss my potion. Half a second, dead. Automatic flame shield procced. We're good. We can continue to fight, especially good in conquering these nightmare dungeons. That's all about this level 75 build, Chain Lightning Mage build in Season 1. I hope I didn't miss anything. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it's gonna work pretty well for you guys. Thank you very much for listening and watching, if you're watching it on YouTube. Austeris here. Visit the channel. I visit my Twitch channel too. And now we're done with this part. We're done with this part, guys. Jesus Christ, that was a lot of talking. I don't know, like how many minutes, hours we talk about this. Let me get some water. Yeah, if you understand correctly, if you're down with the lightning build here and probably with Diablo overall. And I'm gonna talk about my thoughts on Diablo game after this. Another recording. But some meaningful thoughts. I hopefully not gonna miss any negative points I want to talk about. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go again. The thoughts video on Diablo. Alright. So welcome everyone. Austeris here. I play this Diablo for a pre-season. I play already 16 days in new season. I reached level 75 my lightning damage build, and I'm gonna talk about the Diablo 4 overall as a game, my impressions as actually I would say experienced action RPG player. Have thousands of hours in Titan Quest, Grim Dawn, enjoying Path of Exile too, and we're gonna talk about what's right and what's wrong with Diablo 4. Is there actually anything that right with Diablo 4? Let's start our question with that. Is it? Is it? So Diablo 4 definitely was this, as I call it, RPG for the masses. There's a lot of people that jump on Diablo 4 bandwagon who never even have any idea about what this action RPG looks like and how it should be played. There was a lot of hype around the game. And you see, there's another bad point about the game. It's lagging tremendously, even on lower settings with decently beefy PC. And it's problem on game server part and bad optimization. It's especially severe when you get killed playing hardcore, which has happened to a bunch of people's. Slightly lag dead. Just a couple of days ago, we were playing in the world, and the game just freeze for me for 2 seconds. My flame shield automatic activated, but I still died because of the freeze. And there's a bunch of lags happening constantly on a regular basis with this game. It's a little bit better when playing Nightmare dungeons, but recently I even have lags even inside the Nightmare dungeons. So lags, it's one thing that bad for the game, which is require you half a second reaction time to react to environments and the monsters. The lags could be dependent on the time you're playing, because it require constant connection to the server. Depending on time, the lags could be very bad, very bad. So yeah, a lot of people playing Diablo, and a lot of new people enjoying the story. So what's right about game? It's definitely the story, the way the Blizzard can tell the story. It's on par with the best storytellers there are in industry. It was epic, it was good, it was good cinematic, it was good impression. You feel like you were living. But that's all that is good about the game. Yeah, good for casual player. Do you want to play pay the $70 for it? A lot of people did pay to jump on this brand wagon, but you're from a seasonal action RPG player. You want quite a bit more from that than just a story. So and they actually messed it up a lot with it was actual casual story playing. First messed up a big one. So here you are playing a story mode, right? You're enjoying. You don't care about build. You don't care about optimization, like min-maxing your build. You don't even care about skills or items you're using much, but you're enjoying the story. There's tons of side quests over here in the game, and those side quests expand the story, expand your impression of the world, make you submerge there even deeper, you know, like relive the story of the people. They have all good voice acting, those side quests and main quest. Basically very enjoyable. But imagine my surprise, like, after reaching level 50, playing the story. So it is about the game mechanic, the scale U compared to your monsters. Every time you jump a level, monsters getting more powerful, while you, on the other hand, staying the same. Alright, you stay in the same, you getting powers through the items, through item stats. However, on World Tier 2, you don't have access to ancestral and sacred items, sacred items, that another jump in character power level. Yes, you don't have access to them. You just don't. But monsters are super beefy. They're giving a lot of dealing a lot of damage, and you're taking tremendous amount of time to kill those monsters in a story, in a main quest. And you have tons of side quests to do as well, but because to move to World Tier 3 to get actually a chance on getting more items, more powerful items, right, these sacred items, you actually need to finish the story. And what the developers are forcing those casual players to do, they forcing them to rush through the story in order to get to the award tier 3 faster, get to that capstone dungeon 3 faster, get okay, echo, sorry about that. So they forcing it to get you to that award tier 3 faster, and you're not enjoying the story anymore. You're not enjoying the story. You have tons of side quests. I was doing literally every side quest up until the third region, the dry steppe, or Kyrgyzstan, as you say, right? Done almost all the side quests in dry steppe on my first character pre-season, Kyrgyzstan, and Havizer. Almost never saw any side quests pick it up, because I already was like far below the curve in terms of experience. Also, what tier 3 giving you more experience per monster kill, and you're not getting that experience, you're not getting items, monsters getting more and more powerful, you just stale your character. That was very bad game design in my opinion. You just need to let people play, change the word tier whenever they want. If that's like too hard to them, they can drop down, of course, but the chance to get in that powerful items, especially now that powerful items are have a level restriction as well. Yes, some people can, you can get a friend, your friend can boost you through these levels. Through the War Tier 4, you can get more powerful item early on, but that item's level restricted, so that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work, and you. But the best part of the game, the story, they take most of fun of it, most of the enjoyment, of casual from a casual players, and that's huge negative point to the game. Now about the game overall impression as experienced RPG player, I like character building. I'm enjoying experience at different builds, and I really enjoying it, like planning builds. I'm enjoying experimenting with the builds. I'm enjoying going and testing those builds in the dungeons as well, and against powerful opponents. Do we have this how good character building in the Diablo? It's decent, but it have a huge downfall here. It's amount of time you need to reach amount of time you need to spend to reach a level 100. It's astronomical. Even for me, I'm streaming for 3.5 hours of Diablo every day. We're playing 16 days here, actually 17 even, and we only reach like level 75. There's still so much more to do about the build, but I just can't. To do it, because I want to experience. The game has a lack of content. The game struggling from a lack of content severely. All right. And you're fighting same monsters over and over. There is no any memorable bosses here. The world bosses, people just erasing them in a couple of seconds even. And those bosses actually appearing every like 6 hours, and rewards from bosses, a special cash. You have couple of days between those rewards, but those rewards is like giving you like 4k gold, really 4k gold, and occasionally some maybe yellow item, maybe legendary item, occasionally very rare, so like a legendary item there. They are tremendous waste of time. And there's the dungeons. There is the dungeons, people spending times. Every single dungeons look the same as previous dungeons. There's 140 and something, well over the 100 dungeons here. A lot. There's a lot of dungeons. But everyone looking the same. The boss, if the dungeon has a boss, it's a copy pasta of the boss from another dungeon, so there's maybe like 3-5 bosses overall, and they copy pasta them, and they're not significant. You're killing them in an instant or a couple of seconds, depending on the build, and you're done the dungeon, moving to another, trying to level up, moving to another, and it's continuing, but it's taking so much time to actually to go through the loop to get to that level 100. Plainly saying, it's boring. It's boring to do the same stuff again and again and again. And one thing that can make it better is to reduce amount of experience, amount of time character need to level to 100. So I can play one build in, let's say, 10 days. 10 days for sorcerer, playing 3 days, like 30 hours, 35 hours per in 10 days per build. I think is a decent time to enjoy the build, move to another build. There's a different classes, a different variation of class builds you can experience, and because of the game lacking content severely right now, that's like one thing that can hold the person like me that enjoying character building. No, they're too greedy here. They just want to do whatever they want to do. This is not the way. This is not the way. About the dungeons. There's this nightmare dungeons that you're going to use in nightmare sigils. It's the main, most efficient way to level up, and you need to use nightmare dungeons to also level up your sigils. Use glyphs, rather to say, in your paragon board. There's a glyph. You only get experience from finishing that nightmare dungeon. What I notice here with nightmare dungeons, the game, despite having, like I say, like around 100 or even more dungeons overall, the game keep giving me the same dungeon over and over, and I'm sick of it. Like maybe same like 15 dungeons. I'm sick of it. So we get a bonus reputation point every time you finish the dungeon. You get in the reputation point, and reputation point is something that can give you like paragon point. You see, I'm level 75 right now, and in any of the region I haven't even reached this +4 to paragon points. I have all my altars of lilies, I have all my strongholds, I have all my vein points. I even like started doing some side quests to get this reputation, but it's like the side quest, it's another bad side of the game. The side quests are boring in terms of like, oh, rather say they're not boring. They rather big waste of time because they did not giving you any reward experience-wise. It's like on your level 70 you get like 15k experience, which is not even 0.001% to your total experience bar. And it's not giving you any other significant reward. Sometimes you can get the yellow item from it. Not legendary, not unique, not ancestral, but it's just normal yellow item. Ridiculous. Or maybe a bunch of resources, which is you can get from defeating one group of enemies. But yeah. The only way they right now they forcing you to do this side quest because they limited role for your nightmare dungeons. And let's be honest, finish the dungeon giving you renown, the reputation, but you don't want to go in a dungeon if it's not nightmare dungeon. You're basically wasting your time and not leveling up your glyph. So you want to go to leveling up your glyph, improving your build. But at the same time getting this renown, but you can't. You just can. They limited you. They trying to force you to go waste your time on side quests, waste your time on the dungeons, which is not nightmare. Right? We have like a bunch of dungeons that have a side quest even there, but I never roll the sigil that go into that dungeon or whatsoever. About the sigils. Imagine like there they are. Lost Keep Nightmare Sigil. I don't have a good memory, right? There's tons of those name it dungeons there. I think I've been there, but there's no indications here to saying if I've been to here or not. If I not, right? If I need to disenchant it for dust, or I need to waste my time going to third-party sites to Google it, or trying to go and check out the dungeons that I visited yet. If there's maybe that particular dungeon for a sigil, so the game don't even have the search bar, you know. It doesn't really have like. It does have a filter here, so showing your dungeons, for example. Right, it does have a filter, but I need a search bar. Am I full? Okay, tell me, guys. Am I full and I never like search find a search bar in this game? Because I didn't. After playing like hundreds of hours, that's like a basic courtesy. Like take for example Grim Dawn. You can search bar everything, crafting the shit, search bar it, recipe, search bar on the map, search bar even in your inventory. This is definitely lacking here, and every time I've seen this, I spend an additional amount of time to just because we have limited space. Limited space is another tight point of the game, right? Limited space, like I wouldn't care if about the sigils I'm doing if I have a bunch of sigils over here and limited space to sort them, but I have a limited space. I have only four chests over there, which is a shared chest, and they only can support one character. And most, if you want planning to reach level 100, those 4 chests can only support more or less one character. If you play in a different class altogether, you're gonna run out of the space for storing your aspects and storing your items. You need to be like very thorough, whatever you want to keep, whatever you're gonna sell, and I think it's just a bullshit. At least give us additional sell space we can buy from, like we can do in Path of Exile. But Path of Exile not $70 game. It's a free game, and they get in that the bucks from selling the space, right? You need to bear with whatever you have with in the Diablo. So yeah, every time I need to clear my sigils, I'm trying to search. Maybe I visit the sigil. I'm going to Diablo interactive map on the web because that one has a search bar, and we can search it through there. But it's basically using a third-party app in order to. So that's another bad design. Honestly, I feel like forgetting a lot of like bad designs here. A bad decision in the game design. So yeah, I just got super bored with the game. I got sick of it time I spent on it without actually significant result. I'm sick of not able to level up my character faster, not able to check multiple of builds. I'm sick of seeing same goblin face over and over and over again. 10k times over, and the bosses we don't even know their names because they looking the same and dying so fast and basically not memorable at all. I remember there was Lily boss from campaign, but if I say that her fight was hard, I would be lying to you. I have no build basically. I was enjoying my story mode and I just went and killed her even without like suffering any damage from more or less. Yeah, the world itself giving you like basically a lot of like things to do. If you're looking at it for the first time, there is this the tree reward, right? The tree dungeon, tree event. There's legion events here, there's every 6 hours the world bosses, and there is Hell Tides. Hell Tides are so laggy too, by the way, so laggy. And there's Nightmare Dungeons, there are normal dungeons, which is worse than Nightmare Dungeons. There are some random cellars, but basically fighting 5 type or maybe 6 types of enemies, same enemies over and over and over again. You're getting sick of it, and it's taking so much time to do it. And there's those lags, those overall bad decision. We don't talk even about the damage buckets, right? The damage bucket theory that community came with, but how messed up the damage modifiers for the game. There's so many damage modifiers you can come with, and they're not like working as you think they're working. There's multiplicative damage, there's additive damage. Most of the damage is additive actually, but if it's in the same damage bucket, you're having way less profit from like stacking that damage than you would get from another damage bucket. And it's so complicated, it's so... We don't even know if it's working correctly, because there are multiple occasions when you're reading a patch note and you see, oh, you know, like that sync apparently haven't worked properly. Apparently haven't worked properly before. That's coming from legendary aspects. That's coming from damage modifiers. That coming from there's actually quite a bit of bugs in this game too. I was doing the side quest, and some side quests I was not able to complete at all because they stuck for me. They bugged. I was trying to reset them again and again, but they still bugged, and they still haven't been fixed, I believe so. And I don't care about side quests anymore. Like I say, huge waste of time. And I'm the person who doing everything, every single side quest. You know, like me playing Titan Quest or Grim Dawn. Especially any RPG for the first time. So I'm a huge fan of the stories, but not for Diablo or a side quest, which is, they have a decent story again. They have a decent story. So another thing about very slow reaction of developers to community, to bugs fixing and community pleas, or even a zero reaction at all. So we are in 3 weeks, more than 3 weeks in season 1. First day of the season, there was one of the crucial bugs here with seasonal blessings. There's a blessing that giving you 5% to amount of gold from selling items. However, if you choose this blessing, you will get your prices increased in when you need to reroll for item stats. Basically, you're not earning gold, you're losing gold, and this bug was for... You need the gold for... You basically need the gold. There's a shortage of gold, constant, up until like level 75 for sure, because you need to progress with your items. There's would be a lot of rerolls on the items, and every next reroll will be more and more expensive for you. Like currently I have rerolls that cost me 2 millions, and I need to spend half an hour to get in that 2 millions. And they were instead of increasing the amount of gold, they actually were decreasing the amount of gold with this blessing. Obviously, it's only got fixed more than 3 weeks after it was discovered. Speed is the essence, like I say, but not for Blizzard devs. So yeah, I don't expect this game to be any better than it is in probably with the speed they move in any in the next 2 years, maybe in the next 2 years. Then again, we have this season 1, right? Just 3 weeks into, more than 3, and it didn't brought anything good to the game whatsoever. There are some caged hearts, a good mechanic, improving your build here and there, but they nerfed some builds with season patch. Let's start with that. They nerfed other builds. They broke a bunch of pre-seasonal builds. My Blizzard build that they have pre-seasoned completely broken. Because how the lucky hit chance are not working, how the vulnerable damage was debuffed, and stuff like. And it's not really as powerful as it was before, and it was never powerful to begin with. One thing. It was barely manageable. I was trying to squeeze everything out of it. So there you have it. There you have it. I probably didn't mention bunch of stuff, bunch of negative points. Basically, I wanted to mention, but you get the picture, right? Lack of content. Basically the same over and over. Lags skill in the game. Like skill in hardcore mode. We didn't even touch the PvP stuff, which is like very stale, and they're not even planning to develop it for next maybe 2 years or something. There is useless side quest, bad game design decisions, like with this not ability to check if you haven't been in those nightmare dungeons or whatnot. It's a quality of life stuff, quality of life that missing, and that after experience it over and over and over again, it's getting like really annoying. So why would I spend my time on Diablo when I can go and play a new season of Path of Exile, which is have a lot of builds I haven't experienced yet, a lot of stuff to do, and yes, there is Path of Exiles have need to a lot of time for you to level up to 100. It is, but it has quality of life. It has everything that Diablo want to have. Yes. So that's my final thoughts on Diablo. We're gonna get to it maybe sometimes, but for now we are done. Thank you very much for listening to my complaints mostly. Appreciate it, guys. And I'm gonna take the break here. I'm gonna try to reset my throat, do something with my throat. It's hurting. We're talking for over an hour now with build and with game impression here. But there will be more Baldur's Gate. At least I don't need to read anything there in Baldur's Gate. So we're gonna listen to our chat, our character banter there.